Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Eboisir here, and here recently I've been getting a lot of people hitting me up about what sports app am I using to place my sports bets. So before I get started, if you would do me a favor and hit that like button, click that subscribe button, and be sure to click the notification bell so you can get notified every time I upload a new video. This is a brand new channel, so that will help me grow and help my algorithm. I like saying that word, that algorithm, get that algorithm going. But I appreciate you all taking the time to check out this video. So the app that I use is called the Sharp app, and I left a link in the description. Just click on that link and it'll take you to the sign up page. It's $69.99 a month, or you could pay $179 a month for the live arbitrage betting. Now I'm going to get to the arbitrage betting here in a little bit, but I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you have like thousands of dollars set aside that you're going to use to sports bet. If you don't have thousands of dollars set aside, don't do it. Don't even worry about it. We can still do pre-arbitrage betting, and I'll get to that later. But to get started, the $69.99 a month, and as you all seen on my Facebook, I'll pull that up probably in my next video. But I've already made $69.99 a month. I've had this for 3 months. Sports betting became legal in my state. I'm in Missouri. It became legal in my state in December. So that's 70 times 3, so that's about 210 bucks I've spent on this app so far. Actually, when I signed up for the 179 when to check out the live arbitrage betting. But right now I've already made over $6,000. So I'll just say that. And the proof I put on Facebook. So if you don't believe me, you can check Eboisir out on Facebook, but I'll show the pictures of it tomorrow. I just don't feel like signing in all that stuff right now while I got this stuff going. But anyways, this is the app that I use. It's called the Sharp app, and right now I'm on the home page. And the best way for this to work is right here on the sports book. If you could sign up for as many of these as you can, this will make this app even better. Now here in Missouri, I can only speak for Missouri because that's where I live. We can't sign in to every single sports book. Not all sports books work in Missouri for whatever reason. So the ones that do work, I have highlighted in green, and I'll go over them all. I'll name them all here in Missouri. This is only for Missouri. DraftKings Pick 6, Fliff, Kalshi, Novig, Onyx Odds, Owner's Box, Prize Picks, Rebet Prop City, Sleeper, Thrills, Bet 365, Bet MGM, Caesars, DraftKings, Fanatics, FanDuel. I think that's it. Yep. All right. Then once you get them all, once you get signed up to all of those, you'll select them like I did, so they'll be added to your page. And then once you select them all, it's right behind my head. Let me see if I can move my head out of the way. You'll just hit this apply and close. I'll move me back over here. All right. So this is the home screen. Really, let me close this out over here. In the top right, this little book thing, if you open that, it's going to pull up the feed, and these are some videos that'll show you how to use this stuff. And over here, right below that, you got some news that's going on. It's not updated, this is football stuff from 4 months ago. I never look at the news anyways. I'm more of a numbers guy. But it is important to keep up with the news. If you watching basketball, you want to know who's playing and stuff like that. The calculators I don't really use much, but they do have these little sports calculators. They got the arbitrage calculator, the Dutching calculator, the EV calculator, the hold calculator, the odds converter, and the parlay calculator. They have videos on how to use these calculators. I'm still a beginner in sports betting, so I'm still learning. I don't really know how to use those calculators. I don't really use them, but they break it down how to use them in the videos, in the tutorials. And this last one is just some offers. All right, so that's everything on the right side, and I'm going to move over here to the left side, starting with the home page. Really nothing to see here. They got a couple advertisements up here, and then the top props of the day. Below the home page, if you click on these lines up here, it'll open up the whole sidebar so you can see what you're actually clicking on. Next is the odds and markets. So right now it says no rows to show. I'm going to minimize this a little bit. That's because I need to click on the filter up here and it has the NFL selected. You can only select one at a time. So I'm going to do the NBA since it's NBA season right now. And I'm going to click apply. And apply is right behind my head. It's like just a purple button that says apply. So I'm going to hit apply. And now it's going to open up the market for the NBA. Now when I can click on this market tab right here. Right now I got the money line selected. So right now it's going to show me the money lines. So let's take the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Cleveland Cavaliers up here at the top. So on the Fliff app, if I wanted to bet the 76ers to win that game, they're a plus 590 on the Fliff app. As you can see on Profit X, you'll make more money if you bet the 76ers on the Profit X app than you would the Fliff app. So this is what this page does. This breaks down all the odds and what books would be best to put your money on. So you'll make less money if you bet that on Kalshi, right here, the 571, than you would on the Fliff app. And right now, just from the looks of it, the Profit X and Caesars apps are the best ones to bet that one on. And whatever book you got signed up, that's why I said the sports books, it's important to sign up to as many of these as you can, because that's where you can find the best odds. And you can do that for the money line, combination, point spread, total points, first half money line, first quarter money line, second half money line, second quarter money line, third quarter money line, fourth quarter money line, three-way. And it just got so many markets, all this stuff. So you can just narrow it down to anything you want. So that's the odds and markets. Now here's the arbitrage. This is the cool part about it. So I'm going to set this right now. It's set to $1. I never have it set to $1. Normally we'll just do 20. Now I changed the amount right up here to 20. It was set to $1. Normally $100 is where you really want to get at. I'm just showing you an example. So I put the price up here to risk at 20. And what this is an arbitrage percent. And then you got the market and then the bet. Now what arbitrage is, I'm going to talk about Noah Clowney because he's the first one up here. If I go and bet right here on MGM where it says bet now, if I put $16 on Noah Clowney to go over 1.5 player assist, and then I go back and bet against that bet in the DraftKings sports book, because that's what it shows right here, where the odds are negative 114. And if I put $20 on the under on DraftKings, no matter what, I'm going to profit. So if Noah Clowney goes over 1.5, I'm going to profit $2.40. And that's after losing my $20 over here. So I'm going to lose $20 here, but I'm going to get it back and profit $2.40. And if he goes under, then I'm going to profit $1.54. So I'm going to lose my 16 here, but I'll make up for it in this bet whenever that hits. So it's a win-win no matter what. That's arbitrage. And the $179 a month, you can do the live arbitrage betting, and the odds are going to be a lot better. You can make more money, and it moves a lot faster, so you really got to be on it. But yeah, and it's real easy to bet. All you got to do is just click the bet now, and it's going to automatically open up the thing. So it's automatically opening up my bet MGM, and it's already got it in my bet slip over here. So all I got to do is just place however much money they told me to put in there, and I'll just place my bet. So it's that easy to place bets straight from this app. It's just one click away. It's a little different on the phone because instead of opening the apps on the mobile, they always open up the internet, and then you take. So it don't really work on the phones, but on your computer, that's just my experience. I have better luck on my computer than I do my actual phone. All right, and then so that's how you use the arbitrage part. Now the next two is what I really use. It's the Proptimizer and the little, I'll get to that next. I'll just do the Proptimizer right now. So this is how you read the Proptimizer. Right now, John K. I don't know how to say his last name. I don't watch basketball, so I ain't even going to mess up his name. So John K. Points and assists under 8.5. So if I click on this little drop arrow, he's under 8.5 on the BetMGM books. It's under 9 on Prize Picks. But right here, this L5, L10, and L15. So the L5 is the last 5 games, but really it's showing 6. There's one more underneath my head. I'll move that so you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're actually showing 6 games. This TWR right here, the theoretical win rate, is the rate in which the selection results would win with the current line. So with him being set at under 8.5, that means in the Sharp app projection, this is what the Sharp app is projecting. And this number is lower than 8.5, so it's under 8.5. So far, everything's looking good. The hit rate, the theoretical win rate is 100% in the last 5 games. That's good. These are the things I look at. 80% in the last 10 games. That's good. 73%. There's a really good chance that this bet will hit if you bet under 8.5. So what you would do, you could just hit bet now. It'll open up the Profit X. It's already put it in the slip for you, and you can bet however much you want. Want to bet 5? Boom, boom. I'm not logged in at the moment, but if you're logged in, it just automatically puts it right in there. It's that simple. That simple. So that's how you would do that. Let me try to find a bad example. So today, John K should be getting a lot of bets. Look, he's popping up a lot. They're finding the best edge. They're breaking down the numbers and finding the best edges that people normally wouldn't even be betting on. Y'all are probably betting on people like Luka and LeBron and Wembanyama, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But they are breaking down numbers, which I'm a numbers guy. Anytime numbers can be involved to make money, I'm all for it. Because numbers matter. That's how Vegas sets the lines in the first place, by numbers. So I'm going to try to find a bad example on what not to do. Like this. I ain't going to bet this one. This is a hockey game, it looks like. Player assist. This in the last 5 games, he's only hit it once. This is over 0.5 of assists, so he only needs 1 assist. The last 10 games, he's only hit it twice. So that looks like something I wouldn't bet. All right, so the next thing I'm going to go over is this Proptimizer tool, but it's for the parlay builders like Prize Picks. They have Prize Picks, Underdog, Better Picks, Boom Fantasy, Dabble Picks, DraftKings Pick 6, Hot Streak, Parlay Play, and Sleeper Picks. I'm going to do Prize Picks. And I've already used this tool. This is my second video that I made. My first video didn't capture my audio, so I have to re-record the whole video. But in my first video, I did my strategy like I'm about to show you all. Like Bryce Sensabaugh. I don't know if I said his name right. I'm looking at his numbers. Over Prize Picks, it's over 4.5 in rebounds and assists. The consensus is 5.5. This 5.5 is over 4.5, so that's looking good. The 5.4 is over the 4.5, and that's the SB projection. It's the sports books projections. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. And then this last one, the SA, is the Sharp app projection. So what the Sharp app thinks that they're going to get. So since all of those numbers are over 4.5, it's looking good. So the next thing I'm going to check is the TWR, the theoretical win rate. So in the last 5 games, that's looking real good. The last 10 games, that's looking real good. The last 15. Sometimes the last games don't mean nothing because somebody could be hurt and this guy could be getting more playing time and stuff like that. Injuries do matter in sports. But this looks good. This looks like a guy I'm going to bet on. And I did actually bet on him, and I'll show you my picks here. in the video that I made that didn't record my audio, I bet on Sensabaugh and I bet on Shai Alexander. What was Shai Alexander? Under 7 assists. It was this one right here. And see, ever since I placed that bet, the odds changed. So things have changed. Because now that bet ain't looking as good as it was. But hey, it is what it is. And the only reason I say it ain't looking as good as it was is because it says over 7. 7.5, that's over. 7.8, that's over. But the Sharp app says only 6.81. So I bet the under because the consensus at the time in the sportsbook projection at the time was lower than 7. But now those numbers have went up. So that's the thing about sports betting too. Sometimes it's good to get the bets in early because you get some better odds, but sometimes it's better to wait until the game's getting ready to start. So right now I think the first game starts at 6 or 6:30. So it's better for me to wait to get closer to that time to start betting. But to each their own. And how I bet is I build little parlays, two leg parlays. That's what I do. I don't build 5 or 6 leggers because that's like trying to hit the lottery. I build little small parlays, and I try to build a bankroll slowly by doing it like that. I'm playing the long game. I'm not trying to win. I've won over $1,000 on one bet, but that was just starting off. I got lucky. That's lucky. Now I want to bet skillfully. So I built this account. I've already withdrawn some, but $10. I've only put $10 in this whole account, and right now it's built up to $195. I've taken money out. I've joined in November, but that's what I do. I do 2-leggers, but you could do it however you want. I've been listening to videos on how to sports bet, and some people say bet 10% of your bankroll and place 100 bets. So if you have $100, place 100 $1 bets. I haven't tried that, but I have my own little strategy and it's working, so I'm going to stick with what's working for me right now, and that's doing on Prize Picks. I'm just talking Prize Picks or these little parlay builders where you have to have at least 2 picks. That's all I do. I just pick 2 and move it. I have a better chance of winning. But that's how I use this tool. So I'll do a couple more examples. So Jamal Murray, player rebounds over 3.5, 4.5 is the consensus. That's over 3.5. 4.2 in the sportsbook projections. That's over 3.5. And 4.2 in the Sharp app projections. That's over 3.5. So that looks like a good bet so far. So let me click on it. The 50% hit rate in the last 6 games. Even though it says last 5, they're going over the last 6. 63% over the last 10. 62 over the last 15. I'm going to bet that. Player rebounds over 3.5 for Jamal Murray. I'm going to come to my board. Type in Jamal Murray. And what was that? Rebounds. See, it's supposed to be 3.5. But on here it's 4. See, sometimes it's not always going to be accurate. Like very accurate, because it says 4. So I'm going to look at 4. He's gotten 4 right there, so I wouldn't have won that, but that's only one of them, so that's still a good percentage. This is just me checking out if he can get over 4. All of these are over 4. That one's not. That's probably the same one against, let's see, the Lakers. That's a 4. Clippers. See, that will drop that below 50%. I don't like that. I'm not going to bet it. Like I said, I don't like the even numbers anyways. I like it to be 0.5. Christian Braun, under 5. See, that's under 5. That's under 5. That's over 5. So I'm not going to bet that because the Sharp app projects it to be over 5 rebounds this game. 5 or more. So I'm not going to bet that one. over 8.5 points. Let's see, 9.5, that's more than 8.5. 9.4, that's over 8.5. Okay, all these numbers are over 8.5. So let me check it out. Something else to look at is what the other sports books are thinking. So over 8.5, some of them got it over 9.5. So that's real good. If the sports books, other sports books have their projections over the number that you're betting on, that's another good sign to look at. So all these got it 9.5. So I'm going to hurry up and put this one in. I like the look of this. Yep, he's getting bet on. So Landry Shamet. And what was that? Points, over 8.5 points. Oh, come on, don't do me like that. It went up to 9.5 like the other sports books. So let me hit the refresh. This refresh is live too, by the way. And there's another refresh button right up here that I could hit. But that would have been a good bet had it not went up. But now that it's 9.5, it still might be a good bet. Let me see. All of those are over 9.5. That one's not. That's only one. And what I'm doing is I'm just scrolling over and it shows me, like right there it says 14, 15, 9. If you hover over the lines, it'll show you how much you scored. All right, I'm going to do it. 9.5. I'll add them. And I'll do one more just so I can show you how I build my two-leggers, since my other video didn't work whenever I built my other one. College, they never have the Sharp app projection. So if you want to bet on somebody from college, just do the same thing. Under 29.5 points is what the Prize Picks has. Consensus is 26.5. Sports books 27. So both of those numbers are under 29.5. I like to look at the other sports books unders. 26. Ooh, that's FanDuel. But everything else is pretty much 29. So yeah, I think that's a good bet. That's another good one. So I'm going to go to college basketball. Oops. Search for and points. Oh, look, man. Supposed to be 29.5, not 26.5. You'll run into this a lot on this app. Like, all that stuff ain't gonna add up sometimes, so I ain't gonna bet that. I'm gonna leave that one alone. Here's my betting slip right now. Okay, and I bet on, okay, Christian Braun. Good. We got a little red the last 15. $4.5, $5.5, $5.5. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and bet on Christian Braun to get over 5 rebounds. Bam, there we go. All right, and I'm gonna bet $5. Submit my lineup, and that's how I use the Sharp app to place my bets. I do have a free way that I get bets from, but I'm gonna save that for my next video. So if you think this is too pricey for you, which is fine, that's okay. I'm gonna show you a free way in my next video tomorrow. Also, before I leave, they do have some other things that I don't use, but I'll go over them real quick. The menu, they kind of break down today and what bets are looking good and stuff like that, and what bets aren't. They got a video over here in the tutorial section that will show you how to read these things. I really don't use them. I just like looking at the numbers and stuff like that. And they also have a tracker. They just tracking everything, but that's what the Sharp app is, and that's how I use it to make money. And tomorrow I'm going to show you all a free way, and I'll show you all proof that this app is really working for me. Like, I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm not saying, yeah, I'll guarantee it works for you, because I don't know how you're going to use it. But the way I'm using it, I'm placing little 2-leg parlays, and I'm placing little single bets. I like to do it like that. I don't like to build big parlays. I've started out doing that. I've had hit some big parlays, which I built with this app, but I've been watching videos on how to sports bet because I am new, and I'm not a gambler. I don't like to gamble. So if I'm putting money into something, I want to make sure that I'm getting some kind of money back. And yes, sports betting is gambling, but I try to do it smart to make it an investment. And you can build a bankroll betting smart. So if this looks like something that you want to try out, just go ahead and click the link in the description, get signed up, and I will see you all in the next video. Thank you all for tuning in.